Hey everybody, it's Zori from OneScales. In today's video, I'm going to cover a Shopify Plus exclusive feature, which is customizing the checkout page. In my opinion, it is by far the most important feature functionality Shopify Plus has, and it's the most important one for a lot of bigger websites, bigger shops, online enterprises, that you need a lot of customization in the checkout page for promotions, for the way you do products and gifts, for messaging, for a lot of different things. It's available for Shopify Plus, and I want to show you a little bit about it so you have an idea. And as always, if you have any questions, let me know. We're answering every question that we can see that you guys ask, and we're trying to answer as best as we can. So in order to do that, first of all, I want to actually show you a checkout page on non-Shopify Plus, and then an example checkout page that I made to customize the checkout page for this video. So the first one is right here. This is just a basic checkout page. It's a checkout page that you guys are familiar. Every single Shopify site has this structure. There's something in the header, your logo, and sometimes even a banner, and you can do that in Shopify or Shopify Plus. And then everything here below, all of the information the customer needs to fill out, all of the totals of the products, everything is set. You cannot change anything. The only thing you actually can change are delivery methods and payment methods, but they're set for everybody. The same payment methods are for everybody, every product, everything. The same delivery methods are for everybody, aside from specific countries that you can actually customize that. You have here the payment methods. For example, I have credit card and I have COD. Let me show you an example of how a checkout page might be if you customize a lot of things. So I have an example here which will show examples. The same checkout page, but I have a promotional banner that tells people, hey, you have free shipping on all orders. I have some kind of guarantee, some box above my products. I can allow people to modify or change their variant here, which you could not do before that. I actually have some upsells. I can actually sell similar products or recommended products with or without a discount. I can actually gather other notes, for example, to fill out delivery notes or any kind of notes or gift wrapping or any kind of notes that I want to have here. And the last one is I can actually change or hide the payment methods or the shipping methods. I can actually rewrite them, or I can reorder them. For example, some products, maybe the cash on delivery should be first and the credit card should be second, or maybe I want to hide the cash on delivery, which we've actually done in this example. This is really, really beautiful. You can customize so many things, and you can actually write what they call functions, which are really not just using the apps that are available. You can actually make your own code to completely do all kinds of stuff, automatically add products to the cart, like a gift, or change something. And you can even change some of the content, some of the information below or inside the items. You can do a lot of things with scripts for shipping, for payment, for products, for promotions, for pricing, a ton of things you can do that. So this is an example, and I want to show you a little bit about the app I use and some ideas. And if you have any questions, let me know. So for this, there's actually a few apps out there, of course, only for Shopify Plus. The one that I like is AfterSell, which I'll link in the description. You can actually use it. There's a few others out there. There's one that just got bought by Shopify that a lot of people also use. I think it's called Checkout Blocks, if I'm not mistaken. I like AfterSell better because it has some additional features. For example, you can select variant products, some other things. The other one is also good, but depends on your requirements. You can find the one that's fitting for you. I really like AfterSell because it covers and has the most amount of features that I've been able to find. So what do you have here? In the app you have, and again, you can use different apps. You have something called the checkout editor, which you can actually create all of these things that we talked about, right? You can banners and text and modifications and upsells and all these notes and stuff like that. So really simply put, this app is very easy. Based on what you wanted, for example, the upsells, which we have down here, you can just click on it and it'll have, and I'll show you a few examples. I just want to first cover this. Cart controls is what we have here with the modification. You can actually modify the product, either add more quantity, remove, or change the variants. Rewards, it's more like a threshold thing, so getting people to spend a little bit more. Hey, if you've reached this amount, you might get, for example, free shipping or gift or something like that. Trust badges, which a lot of people have. Testimonials. Notes, we talked about the notes right here. For example, delivery notes, but it doesn't have to be delivery notes. And images, it could be just your own image, just like I have right here on the top. Or you can have something like which credit cards you accept or anything else. And the text, which is any text you want, which we have right here, some guarantee, getting people to trust you more, to feel, oh, this is our return guarantee, or this is, whatever our policy, or whatever you want to promote. You can actually do that. You can change that. So how do you do it? You go to a specific one. Let me show you a simple one right here. For example, text. You click on edit. You actually create it. You can create a new one. You can create multiple, and you go here. For example, I'm editing mine, and you can actually choose the style and when it applies. So this is a really interesting thing. So I can decide that my banners or my upsells or my content, anything I'm customizing, I can apply it to all customers, or I can apply it to some customers based on who they are as a customer, what products are in the cart, what pricing, what shipping information, like for example, shipping country, and I can also do other things like that. So anything that's in the cart, or most things that are in the cart, you can actually decide when to display these banners, text, upsells, and you should really carefully think about it because it really matters. You can actually convert and sell more, and that's a very important thing. So you're going to set it up. The nice thing about this app as well, and we've covered another video, I'll link the video of AfterSell, which we've covered some things like post-purchase and other things that are available, not just for Shopify Plus, but also Shopify. You can create A/B tests. So over time, you can actually create 2 versions and see which ones bring more sales, which ones people like more. You should always use those kind of things. So I can just, change the content right here. Quality guarantee. Here's my description. Quality guarantee. I can just change them, save it, and good to go. Now, this is not necessarily an AfterSell video, but once you do that, you can actually go here to the Shopify checkout editor, and you're going to decide where it actually goes in the checkout page. So you can decide that the widget goes here. For example, this image widget goes here, but you can actually drag it down. It can actually go here or here. There's some limitations, but you can't do it in the middle of some parts, but you can do it on the bottom, on the top, and you can actually view it in mobile, see how it looks, and you should actually place them well. So for example, the note, I decided to place it right after the shipping because it is, in this case, a shipping note, a delivery note. But you can move these things, drag them, just click on app, make the block, and then put it in. Block is basically the feature that you're doing. For example, an image or an upsell, you're just going to decide where it goes. It's really, really nice. If you have any questions about this, let me know. I'll be happy to answer as well. You set it up, you click next, you're basically good to go. Next, you finish. Here you can actually see the ones you've created. You can create multiple of them, and that's it. For the upsells, I think this is a really important part because a lot of you guys really like upsells. For the upsells, you can promote one or multiple products. You can actually set up your own products or automatic products based on Shopify's recommendation engine. If there's more orders to a certain product, it'll actually recommend that more. You can set up different things with or without promotions, and obviously the trigger, which is who am I showing these promotions or these products or this text, and you should actually do these conditions because it's very, very important, these conditions. Which products, like we talked about, collections, subtotals, shipping, discounts, type of customer, the language they speak, all kinds of things like that. It's really, really nice. So you have that. This is really, really important. This is basically the overview that you can see for customizing a checkout page. You can actually have your own functions, which are basically scripts or code to do a lot more than just the app. This is one way to do it with the app very easily. If you think carefully, you can actually make a lot more sales, make your customers happy, provide the information they need, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, if you have any questions, let us know. And the only thing we ask from you is to subscribe, like, share with a friend. It means a lot to us. That's the only thing we ask. Everything's for free that we do here. And that's all. Please subscribe. Let us know what Shopify Plus or Shopify or any other things that we talk about in One Skills. Let us know if you have any questions. We're here for you guys, and much, much appreciated. Thanks.